We return now to Ukraine, and here to break down the two Trump phone calls, America halting some military shipments, and what happens next is Mariia Ionova, Ukrainian MP and co-founder of the Ukrainian Women's Congress. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, but I can say that again, this day is not very good for us, yeah.
For sure, I can imagine. Can I start with those strikes overnight? What was that experience like? Because all the images, all the reports out of Ukraine were terrifying and dreadful.
First of all, of course, it's not only today, of course, today was horrible, but every day brings us more really terrible air raids and missile strikes and bombardments by Russia. This time, as you know, more than 550. And unfortunately, dozens and dozens of civilian people, they're really under the threat, and it's all the missiles and drones are really against civil infrastructure and residents all over Ukraine. So it's not only about Kyiv, it's about Kharkiv, it's about Zaporizhia, Dnipro, Poltava, Sumy. But yes, this night Kyiv was awful. But again, the list is almost endless. And when we are talking about today's night, I can say that this massive drone and missiles attacks, really several cities were attacked, but causing very serious destruction. And that this was not the first, as I can say, such attack, and it's really clear it's won't be the last. What can we say? We see that Putin is trying really to make us sometimes even to leave Kyiv. He's trying. For us, it's understandable that confirms that we have the long known that Putin is not ready to backtrack, and you see that this came really just one day, even like 12 hours after the phone call between Trump and Putin. So that is why the trend is clear that Putin, he is using air terror to achieve three goals. First, really to weaken Ukraine's military and public resilience. It's also strengthen his really negotiation position. And the third, undermine the image of the West. And here, of course, it's a question to all of us, because he understands only the language of strength, not, openness, not goodwill. So we have heard President Trump says that he's disappointed with Putin, but again, time not only to resolute to say that he is sad, but also it's time for actions and really to have the results. And Ukraine, and first, our main message is that we need weapon. We need weapon, we need more air defense, stronger sanctions against Russia, because only then I can tell you that our diplomats and our diplomacy have a real chance to negotiate, because diplomatic efforts alone won't be work. So that is why for us it's obvious that we need actions. But at the same time, of course, we are happy that, how to say, we are not happy. I mean, we're glad, and it's good that President Trump has talked and has a phone call with President Zelenskyy. It's good that we have it, and we hope that really strong and positive messages on strengthening air defense, boosting military cooperation and investments will be implemented in practice, because we also count on the support of our friends. Also, as you know, we have agreement as we are strategic partners, and I also would like to use this opportunity and say that we also count on the support of our good friends and close neighbors, especially Poland, in your dialogue with Washington, because I think that your security and Europe's security is our security. European Union defense is our defense, and like European Union's peace, it's our peace. So that is why only together, I'm sure that we can stop Russian aggression and restore lasting peace in Europe. I think that this is our common task.
And we are already running out of time, but can I ask you about Donald Trump's call with Vladimir Putin? Afterwards, he said, quote, "I don't think he's looking to stop." Do you feel like President Trump is realising now that Putin is not ready for peace?
He will never be ready for peace. That is why the strategy to get peace through the strength, this is the real strategy. And believe me, before this huge strike again, this decision of Pentagon to halt the supply of critically important weapons to Ukraine is different from the point of view of the principle peace through strength. So what we feel in Ukraine, of course, I can share that we really, we disappointment. We cannot understand this position, because by weakening American ally such in critical time. So I think that USA is also weakening themselves. And that is why, the pragmatic logic of filling the stockpiles is understandable. What we do not understand, that is the value added of such decision, which absolutely undermines the trust to the USA security commitments to their allies all over the world, as I think. So let's be clear that the range of the weapon which were stopped is very critical for today's stage of war. It covers air defense, long-range artillery shells, missiles, so the basic elements of Ukraine's mobile defense. And it is in the best interest of USA to strengthen Ukraine's resilience and ability to weaken Russia's aggressive military. So it's Ukrainian armed forces who are also doing this job now. That is why, the time for weapon is now, not tomorrow. And we need, in tactical dimension, more air defense system and more military support for Ukraine. That is why I think that President Trump we would like to provide and to approve to make America great again, but we need to do it by action. So that is why we hope that this decision will be changed, because the war continues, because Russia believes that they have time, they have leverage, and time is not infinite, and neither in Moscow's capacity to absorb loss, so economically, military, diplomatically. That is why we all together, we need to stop him in Ukraine, and we can do it, and our Ukrainian armed forces can do it.
Mariia Ionova, Ukrainian MP and co-founder of the Ukrainian Women's Congress, thank you again for your time.
Thank you. Thank you.
And that's all for World News tonight. Do stay with us here on TVP World. I'm Aaron Darman. Good night.